Are we reaching the end of the so-called sausage wars?
I'm not sure it's the end, but it's certainly the end of the beginning. And once again, I think Lord Frost has done us proud in negotiations which all the naysayers have said the EU won't renegotiate. He's forced concessions. Whether those concessions are quite far enough, I'm not convinced. I think we need to drop the European Court of Justice from overseeing an agreement. You can't really have an agreement between two parties where one party's tame court are the arbiter of any disputes. That's really not fair. But I think we're certainly making progress, and it's clear that Lord Frost has done a grand job for the UK once again.
So what's going to happen next then? I mean, we've just literally heard that statement there. What happens?
Well, I think that Lord Frost will consider all the proposals in detail put forward by the European Union, and we'll come back with our counter proposals of what extra we need to seal the deal and to guarantee that we won't be triggering Article 16. But Michelle, you've got to look at the way the Northern Ireland Protocol has been implemented so far. I mean, the trade between the UK and mainland and Northern Ireland is about, which is obviously Northern Ireland staying in the single market, is about 0.0003% of all the goods going into the single market, but it was attracting 20% of all the border checks. I mean, this is absolutely ludicrous. I mean, even dropping the checks by 80%, it's completely out of proportion to the volume of goods passing between mainland and Northern Ireland into the single market. And quite honestly, if the EU have got to think that a ready meal made in Manchester travelling to be sold in a supermarket in Belfast and eaten in the Northern Ireland is a risk to the single market, I think they've got an insecurity problem, quite honestly.
Yeah, and the Deputy PM of Ireland, Leo Varadkar, he's come out and basically warned anyone considering doing trade deals with the UK that we can't be trusted. What do you think to that?
Well, people are queuing up to do trade deals with the UK. Ultimately, we got dealt a very bad hand that Boris Johnson inherited with regard to the withdrawal agreement, the Northern Ireland Protocol. But the EU have not negotiated or enacted the protocol in good faith. It clearly says in the protocol that there'll be a joint committee to reduce friction and to reduce friction between importing goods into Northern Ireland from the mainland. And clearly, with 20% of all the checks on EU goods being inflicted upon us, that was never the intention of the European Union. So they've set out to make this as absolutely difficult as possible. And clearly, it was an untenable position. They've admitted that because if they can reduce the checks by 80%, it shows how out of proportion they were to start with.
Yeah, and we just mentioned talking about reducing their checks there. Previously, this was came with some very strict conditional requests, such as access to databases, etc. What's your thoughts on that?
I think it's ludicrous when we all know that the UK has the highest food standards in the European Union, far higher than most of the countries in the European Union. We always have done, and that's driven by our very, very mature retail market through the supermarkets in this country. So you're enjoying the very highest standards for food and also the highest standards of farming.
Welcome to the GB News YouTube channel. You can watch us live 24 hours a day, catch up on your favourite shows and join in the conversation in the comments below.
Don't forget to subscribe and you'll never miss any of our exclusive content.